Welcome to Azana Vineyard
on Chehalem Mountain in the Willamette Valley.
So we're at the top of the vineyard. This is block 1, which was planted, the whole vineyard was planted in 2008, and everything looks pretty green and healthy. This is obviously a second leafer here. We had to replant about 10% of the vineyard, so you can see some of the plants are younger and not as robust. But in all, everything's looking nice. The whole trellis system is in. And I don't think we had any plants that ultimately didn't take after we did the replanting the second time around. So next year will be third leaf, but we won't put any fruit on here. We will cut off any fruit that sets next year, and then we'll take a small crop in 2011. Maybe just leave 3-4 clusters per plant a couple of years from now and see how that goes. So we're going to be patient and do it the right way, take our time, and let these plants enjoy the view, which does not get much better. That's the town of Newburgh off in the distance there, and the Cascade Mountains way off. Maybe we can zoom in. Oh yeah, that's nice. And panning down over the valley, we're looking directly south. Those are the Dundee Hills you see right there in the distance. Bordered by forest here on the west, and a little bit on the east as well. And then this is the little avenue that goes in between block 1 and block 2. You may notice the end posts here are different. These are juniper. Most end posts are usually made out of cypress. And recently they've discovered that juniper may last a little longer and weather better, and it's more environmentally friendly. These juniper trees grow like weeds in Central Oregon, so it's a very sustainably harvested product. And they were maybe a little more expensive than cypress and a lot harder to put in. Over here you can see, for example, every time we tried to put in end posts, we kept finding big rocks, piles and piles of rocks all over this vineyard, which ultimately I think is going to be great for the grapes. We'll certainly add minerality and something to the terroir here. This is all Jory soil. It's a volcanic soil. You can see it's sort of brownish, reddish. This came from ancient volcano eruptions many millions of years ago. So here's some really pretty healthy second leaf plant. Look at this. It's come up and it's already been tied down to the wire. So he is seeding. He's seeding in the cover crop. We're going to put some grass in between the rows over the winter to help prevent erosion, especially from the steep hillside. When it rains out here, we don't want to lose all this beautiful soil. So putting cover crop on in the winter, we'll put it in between every row. That'll help keep the soil in place. We farm this vineyard biodynamically, which means no chemicals ever. Just a little organic sulfur, and then the biodynamic compost and biodynamic teas. So as you can see, this is pretty steep. And when Kelly and I come out here and do the biodynamic sprays, we go up and down this hillside a couple hundred times. It's not exactly easy duty. Over there down at the bottom at the right, you can see the neighboring vineyard. That is Adelsheim's Bryant Creek Vineyard down there. Let's zoom in and get a good look at that. And that's always been a good site for Adelsheim, and we have high hopes for Azana here. We will come back and do another video and update this maybe in the spring and see how it's looking then, and we'll do it again a year from now and really follow the progress up here. And with that, we will leave you with a nice tour down the hillside here, going from block 1 down into block 2, and then looking down to block 3 all the way down at the bottom. We're on 1.5 meter by 5 foot spacing here, lots of different clones, mostly on RG rootstock. And man, I cannot wait to get the fruit from this site. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you out here again soon. This is Azana Vineyard from Scott Wright.
So-called Mr. Rock and Roll is dancing on
walking on a